Later, for several JSE listed companies, Thabi Leoka has been slapped with a 500,000 rand fine for lying about her doctorate. The JSE says it afforded Leoka numerous opportunities to provide it with confirmation that she held a PhD in economics. However, she was not willing to cooperate with the investigations into her qualification. The JSE's decision to fine and ban Leoka is welcomed by many, as this cautions others against dishonesty.
It was probably a necessary censure, right? A point needed to be made. The reality is the listings requirements are very clear on the qualifications of directors, which is first and foremost those requirements that are set by the Companies Act. And the form that is submitted by individuals who are appointed as directors is very clear in saying that you commit to the integrity of the information that you are presenting to the regulator, not to the regulator, to the stock exchange, the JSE. JSE is, of course, not a regulator. So was there an ability on the JSE to check? I guess is the first point. And I think perhaps it wasn't. The JSE makes it very clear in their listings requirements that it's the issuer's obligation to check the information that is submitted to them. So the question is, how far should the JSE go in actually checking the information that is submitted to them?
Leoka served as a non-executive director at companies including Remgro, Anglo-American and Netcare. She also held high-profile advisory positions with President Cyril Ramaphosa and former Finance Minister Nhlanhla Nene. Wits University corporate law professor Tshepo Mongalo believes that Leoka's actions were not necessary.
What is even more concerning is that it was not even necessary for any person acting as a director to claim, a qualification of a PhD in economics at such a top university without such a qualification. Let me just say that for a director to claim that they have such a qualification, it is not a requirement in terms of any law that I'm aware of that a director has to have certain qualifications and skills. But if you claim to have such qualifications and skills, you are running a risk that when it comes to your performance of the duty of care, skill and diligence, you will be held to a higher standard, because as a director with a particular skill and experience, you are held to a very high standard, unlike your fellow directors.
According to the JSE statement, Leoka's misrepresentation resulted in these companies sharing what was misleading information with investors, and it raised questions about her integrity. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.